All right, guys, another year has come and gone. We thank you for watching all of our videos. And from the entire Giordano family, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and cheers. Cheers. Howdy, folks. Kirk and Jay and Dan here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today, we're doing this finish here. Anybody who watches what we do, what would you call that finish? Dan is going to hawk me some mud because we can. Give me some more than that. More than that. Okay, beautiful. While you guys are trying to figure out what kind of texture that is, I'm going to go ahead and get some of this going because we are going about 2 inches thick. What they had here is a plumbing repair. And when we got here, I thought, oh man, where's the shear wall? So Jay just happened to have all his tools, put some plywood up here. We lathed it up, and now we're going to match this finish. Anyway, they asked me, well, what would you think the name of this finish is? And I thought, well, you could call it creative. You could call it imaginative, unique. There's a lot of ways to do it. It looks like Planters peanuts to me. Anyway, we are. One sec, Dad. We are applying this about 1.5 inches thick. We'll show you how we match this creative texture. Have I done it before? Not really, but I doubt it's anything I can't handle. We do this for a living, guys, so some textures take a little bit longer to apply than others, but we always seem to get them. Anyway, wow, I knew it was thick. We've gone through a whole bucket, so Jay's going to put the camera down, and they're going to mix me in one more bucket, and we'll show you the next phase when we get there. For as long as it took them to make this, what I had to do is take some of this mud from here and put it here. Why? Anybody know? Anybody care? This is going to set in, say, 15 minutes. And if we have new mud and I do that, so I'd have a mismatch. This down below here would set faster than the new mud. So I want the base coat to be similar so the whole thing can set. Anyhow, you want to, this hawk here is a little big for up here. But anyway, we are putting this on. Beautiful. One more. Woo! Yep. There's a lot of ways to do this texture, guys. All right. We are working, trying to beat the rain. It got rained out yesterday, and it's cold right today. When it's really cold like this, guys, you've got to put a lot of accelerators if you expect to do what we're doing here right now. And that is putting 1.5 inches per coat. And sometimes people say, well, do you need a bonding agent between each coat? No, not if you're doing what I'm doing. We're just doing one solid kind of finish. One more and then I'll stand up. One sec. All right. Cool beans. Okay, stand up on this wiggly scaffold. And yeah, guys, this is OSHA approved. There'll always be somebody say, oh my God, you're working off of ladder jacks. That's so scary. Not really, guys. We're professionals. We do this for a living. Cool. Cool glasses, Dan. A little more. Dan asked me earlier, Dad, why don't you feed it to me and let me do the video? I said, now how am I gonna do that? Because what would I do? This is, I can't hold the camera, and I hate not being able to do stuff. I'd be too bored. So, here's another tip, guys. If you want your stucco to dry faster, this closes it. You see how that's closing it? Hold it on edge. Hold it on edge like this. Open it. Most of you probably thought, hey, what's that mean? Open it. But that opens it if you're on edge like that. Just on edge. That'll allow it to dry a little faster even in this cold weather. And it sure is cold. I was thinking, man, let's get to plastering just so I can warm up. Okay, I'm gonna try to texture this right now, even though it's not ready, but I'll show you how I would do it. Have a little bit more there. All right, cool. All I'm doing is just taking it, putting it on here because I want to throw some little spots like this. Let's see. Nope, that's not ready. So we're going to give this about 15 minutes and go do some other windows. I'll come back after this 1.5 inches dries. It'll be about 20 minutes before this dries. Then I'm going to throw this finish on it. Then I'll show you the magic, how we can create these peanuts or bubbles or whatever they are. It looks like water went into the stucco and then it swelled. All right, guys, while these guys are mixing some mud, I'm just trying to dry this out a little further. And what you do is you take a dry sponge float, tap all that water out. I put this is in the water bucket. Tap it all out, and dry this out because, again, we've had storms and it's cold. So we put twice as much accelerators in this, but it's still soft. How soft is it? Kirk's the best, but we're only as good as the weather and the accelerators that we're using. All right, so I don't have to worry about making this straight, true or plumb because it's so wiggly. I'm going to try to throw this on right now. I actually am using the exact same mud. And I'm going to take this square trowel and throw some little goobers on here. Now I'm throwing these on gently because if I throw it on hard, it's going to indent this. Now, that's kind of what they got, except they have some sideways too. The old planter's peanuts look, guys. Now, how long before all these little wiggly slugs harden? Well, I would say about, as it's so cold right here, I'd say about another half hour. So once more, we are going to go do some other things. And then we're going to come back and I'll show you finally how we float these. Maybe Jay will go around and show you some other patchwork. Then you guys say, oh, you're just trying to make yourself look good, because some of the guys who tried this, they gave it the best shot, but their patches are kind of weird. Anyway, I had just enough mud. Good job, Dan. Mixed me up just enough. These guys are working on some other windows on the other side, so we're going to go over there next. And as I let this set, and it's a little proud, you'll see how we can match it. All right, guys, we are still, you heard the phrase, we're watching paint dry. Well, ask Jay, Google the temperature. It is 39 degrees. 39 degrees where we're at is unheard of. In other words, it is cold. So even though we put a lot of accelerators in this, it's just taking forever. I was thinking I was going to take this guy here, it's a wet float, and just go like this and let the water drip down, and that's how I would achieve it. But because it's still so wet, we don't normally get these kind of cold temperatures. So this right here is matching real well. This down here, it's going to take me another 15 minutes, and all I'm doing is just put a little water on them, and where I've got them a little stiff or straight, I'm creating now, just matching some of the simpler things they have. And by adding a lot of water like this, what it does is it really allows these textures here to really embed, and they're going to be here forever. Anyway, you see where we're going with this. If you want it sandier, you add more water. If you want it smoother, get all the water off of the brush or off the float and just hit it dry, and more of the granules will come off. Anyway, Jay wants to start putting all this stuff away, and I don't blame him, because I got another 15 minutes here. All right, guys. Thought since we tore the ladders down, we only tore them down to try to warm up. It's like 39 degrees. Can you see the difference of that patch? You're not supposed to. It's rough like this. It's real rough, and it's got the sandy grit. Anyway, we thought we'd show it to you without all those ladders in the way. We're going to get our ass out of here because we're freezing. My name is Kirk, and I know somebody's going to say, Kirk, you big wuss, we go swimming in that kind of weather. You guys can have it. I'm Kirk, Jason on the camera. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right, folks, we want to thank you for watching how we do things in the stucco and plastering world. We really enjoy your questions and comments, so if there's anything you want to learn about that we can show you, please let us know in the comments. And as always, from the entire Giordano family, we'll see you on the next one.